Dear bench sales recruiters, welcome to this channel, and this video is to help all the bench sales recruiters who is currently struggling in the market. And here I have a request, please subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed yet, and do share this video with other recruiters to help them do their job better. What else we could do in the life? We only can share and coordinate and help other people to live a better life, right? I'm doing my part and you please do your part. Alright, now let's come back to the topic. Do you want to make more placements? Do you want to make more money? And do you want to grow in your career? If the answer is yes, put that in the comment box and I'm gonna show you magic. Alright? Yes. 3, 2, 1. Put that in the comment box. Wonderful. Now I want you to stay here with me in this video till the end so that you can get templates, you can get ideas, and you can get strategies that you could compare it with your current process so that you know what is that you are doing right or what is that you need to do in a different manner. Alright, now let's move ahead and understand how you could make more placements by dealing with recruiters. Very good. So here I have categorized it in 3 different parts. Okay, what is that? You got to focus on about the recruiters, about your whoever the vendor, about your candidate, and about yourself. Okay, these are the things you need to focus primarily. Why? Because we are in a sales profession, and as a seller we have to primarily focus the buyer. All right, whoever our customer is, we need to focus towards them, because what happens in this industry is to get our place submissions, to get our weekly target, we forget what is that we need to offer. So that is the reason, focus on them first, then focus on your candidate, and focus on yourself. So this is not the order, but this is how you need to focus. If any of these misses, you will not able to make good placements. All right, now what is that we got to do? Let's understand how you could move forward by establishing a clear communication channel. So this is the first thing we need to understand, meaning you need to ensure that you have clear communication channels established with recruiters or your vendors, whether that could be via email or a phone call or any dedicated platform. Now you need to focus on, when you are connecting with people, what sort of templates you are using, what sort of language you are using, what sort of draft you are using. That plays a major role because it's all about to do with yourself. Now what are the 3 primary communication ways? Because as I told you, right, establishing a communication channel with recruiters is very much important. Now, if you have to have a productive relationship throughout the process, then here is what you got to do. Okay, you got to focus on your emailing, your phone, and if they have any dedicated platform for you to connect. And let me give you some examples. All right, email communication. Everybody of us do email communication, right? Now there, I'm not going deep about the spamming part and your emails landing in their spam folder. So for that, you definitely have to focus on the way you are sending your email. Is there any links are there? How big your email is there image is there, or your domain server is listed a spam blacklisted? What is that? You definitely have to work towards that, given everything is good with you. So what is that you should be doing? So here, let me give you a small template for that. Okay, so when you start your email communication, the moment you have seen a requirement or you would like to connect with a recruiter with your candidate, so how would you start? You did know you have to use a subject line. Okay, available candidate and experienced software engineer. You can change it the way you want. So if you have pen and paper, you write it down, or you can take a screenshot of it and you could create a draft. Okay, it's very much useful, short and very crispy. Dear recruiter, I hope this email finds you well. I wanted to reach out and inform you about an excellent candidate on our bench who matches the requirement for the software engineer position you have currently recruiting for. And you can mention, I have seen, okay, I have seen the requirement in dice.com, or whatever you want to mention, you can definitely mention that. Okay, so with this, what happens, it gives the clarity that from where you are reaching to those people. Okay, randomly you are sending the resume. Now before you claim that your candidate matching to their job, make sure that you check the requirement as well as your candidate's experience and everything. then you write this email. Okay, considering everything is matching, you have written a small 2-line paragraph, then you mention your candidate name, skill set, list relevant skill set and experience. Like this is what I was talking about. So once you understand the requirement, you could able to list out, these are the skills your client is looking for, this is the experience client is looking for, and this is what my candidate has. All right, then availability. If you want to use update the visas, rate you want to write, but I would suggest not write your rate, so that you wait for the recruiter to reply you back. Then I have attached John's updated resume for your review. Please let me know if you would like to schedule an interview or if you would need any additional information. And upfront, thank you for considering our candidate for this opportunity, because I know the candidate is matching. So we have sent the resume. Now it's your turn to reply me back. All right. Now what else? After email, we go with the phone call. Okay, phone calls are very much effective way for bench sales, right? All the bench sales to quickly reach out to recruiters. Okay, now why? For the job requirements, for follow-ups, for placements, everything, right? This is what we use. Now here is a small template for you people, how you could start with. Once you have sent the resume to them, and the next you should follow up with, hi dear recruiter, his name, let's say his name is Bob. This is so and so calling from so and so. It's you are going to use your company's name. I wanted to touch base regarding a candidate we have available. So if you are connecting with a new candidate for their job, so you could mention, I want to touch base regarding a new candidate who believe, okay, we have available who I believe could be a stronger fit for the software engineering position you are recruiting for. I have seen the requirement in dice.com, and are you available to discuss their profile briefly? Okay, I'm not going to take much time, so this is what briefly I would like to discuss about that. Okay, and this is what going to help them understand the purpose of the call, and you don't just get into the rate part as soon as you call the people. Okay, so if you are using a lengthy template, just focus on the short template. Now email is done, phone call is done. Dedicated platform, what is that? Majority of bench sales people might not use ATS, but recruiter do. Okay, in that case they will suggest you to upload the resume in a particular ATS or reach them through the ATS only. So you should be following that particular practice. If you are connecting with them through that, or if you have to send messages through any their ATS or any website, do that. Okay, because sometimes what happens is they tell you to upload the resume to a specific website, and from there you need to connect with them. Okay, that's how few companies work. So focus on the dedicated platform ATS if they want you to use it and go through it. Okay, that's how you need to focus through their internal messaging. All right, wonderful. So what is that we have covered? We have covered the communication part. Okay, the phone call, email, or through any dedicated platform. Wonderful. Now what is the primary thing again? So this is what you have discussed about, understood about them. Now we need to get into the real-time job. So we need to understand their needs. Okay, you got to take time to understand what recruiters are really looking for in terms of candidates. All right, so this could be about their specific skills, their experience levels, or any other criteria, or maybe any certifications or location, whatever it is. Make sure that you understand their need properly before you send your profile. If not, your resume will be rejected, and they are going to think that whatever the time you are going to send resume, they think that these bench sales recruiters are not reading my requirement. They are sending any resume whatever they have. Okay, and here is a tip. If you want to send additional resume to them, so mention that along with this resume, here are some additional profiles that we have in our hot list. Okay, this is how you approach. Instead, send all the 10 profiles whatever you have. Don't do that. Very good. Now next we have, you have to maintain a strong network. Why it is important? Maintaining network will give you more and more business. Okay, so build and maintain a strong network of recruiters within whatever the industry that you are focusing. It could be IT, non-IT, pharma, engineering, whatever the candidate you are marketing, focus from there, because you could get into networking events, conferences. If you are having online, you can join, or LinkedIn groups. You could get into Facebook groups. From there you could pull in from the job postings. You can get in back to the recruiter. You can join. So make sure that you maintain a strong network. And here is what I'm going to tell you. Maintaining network doesn't happen on the single day, okay? It needs a dedicated communication. You need to connect with them periodically, and you definitely need to manage that how you focus your time so that you could nurture your connections, nurture your relationship, at the same time focus on your job as well, because this is what the money is. If you are maintaining good network starting from today, then considering couple of months, couple of years, you are going to have a wonderful people in your pipeline, so that you really don't have to worry about requirements. Okay, so that would be a primary focus of any salesperson. What else we have? You got to provide timely updates to the recruiters. So what is that? We complain recruiters are not providing updates to us, but are we providing timely updates? I mean, when I talk about timely updates, what is that? It means you got to keep recruiters informed about the status of your candidate or whatever the bench candidates that you have. Okay, let's say if any new candidate comes in, you are going to mention these people that you have got a new candidate, or if any changes happen to the candidate, whoever that you have submitted or the recruiters are working, you got to keep on updating them the stages where those candidates are. Okay, and you might need a mechanism that how you can put these follow-up processes together so that you don't miss any of your recruiter. That's very much important, because recruiter might be busy with many candidates, but you need to take the lead to tell them and provide them timely updates. All right, and you got to be transparent, people. This is what is missing in this industry. If you want to make money, if you want to grow in this industry, transparency is the key. Okay, building trust with recruiters. Why would they like to work with you? Because if they trust you, then only they're gonna work. When they can trust, if you are transparent, you are transparent with the candidate skills, with their experience, with any of information you want to provide. Be transparent, be truthful. Okay, and if you think that candidate is matching with the role, be transparent there as well. Tell them this is why I think that this candidate is matching. Just for your submission, do not do any unnecessary conversation there. And this is what majority of the recruiting companies do not do. Offer value added services. What is that? We only focus on going to the portals and submitting, applying there, waiting for the recruiter to reply back, or we send our hot list and we upload our profiles in portals and we wait the recruiter to reach us back and the submission happens. That's it. But I would go next level, and this is not going to happen with every sales recruiters or recruiting company, because this is something not easy. All right, it is only those people who are serious and would like to win in this industry will focus on the value added services. What is that? You may take a step ahead to do the resume screening, and you can tell that yes, we have done our candidate screening with a technical person connecting related to your requirement. You can tell that hey, we have a team that can prepare this candidate for interview preparation. And if you have any skills assessment, you can tell that we have done a pre-assessment for this particular job, and why don't you check? So these are the value added services, and this is the trust that we are going to give those recruiters, that you whatever the candidate you are getting from us, those are number one and matching and full of quality. Understood, people? So this is what is very much important if you would like to go extra, because no bench sales company is doing it. Now, follow up. This is very much important. After placing a candidate with a recruiter, generally we do the follow up, but what if we add an extra layer of follow-up process after we submission? So you do that. Yes, we do all the follow-ups after submission, but recruiters do not reply. Yes, but you got to think from the recruiter point of view. Let's say the recruiter has submitted 20-30 candidates from 20-30 vendors. So taking 20-30 calls is very much difficult. Now, before they answer your call, why don't you update them and get them back with their reply? So that's one of the follow-up strategy. Okay, you keep them updated and you ask them questions rather than asking, do you have an interview for my candidate? When the client is going to schedule an interview, what is that update from the client? Rather asking that, you can mention this is what happening with my candidate and what is that your current situation, reply me back. So you could have a follow-up mechanism that can help you to connect more with the recruiters. Handle disputes professionally. It's very much important, people. If any dispute arises with recruiters, handle them very professionally and try to resolve very smoothly. Okay. Now, though it's not the time to identify whose mistake it is, but we need to focus that we have to do a long-term business together. So maintaining some open line communication and working towards finding a mutual solution is very much important and beneficial as well. Stay organized. Okay, it's very much important. Keep all the detailed records of your conversation and recruiters' conversation, and whatever they want according to their performance, their requirements. If they have sent some agreements and NDAs, everything keep a record, because this will help you to stay organized, and you can give a better service to the recruiter next time, because you know how to deal with the recruiter and what is their organizational requirements are. All right. Then lifelong learning. So if you have spent in this industry enough time, if I ask you what is that improvement you have done, what is the new skill you have learned, what is that you have spent time, money, efforts to upgrade yourself, and that answer gives you the output of your future and your productivity. So make sure you continuously seek updating, you continuously seek from your seniors what is that you need to learn, and at the same time you got to seek from the recruiters that what are the ways that you can improve. Not only you as a bench salesperson, but as a company also you need to improve in your services. So stay updated according to the industry trend, best practices, and be proactive to address any issues or any concerns that's raised by the recruiter. So just don't ignore anything that comes in, or any remarks, any issues, anything triggered by the recruiters, any of the recruiters. So try to rework on that, maybe it for documentation, maybe for delivery, maybe for scheduling interview, maybe for your operational things, anything, or payments, whatever. Make sure that you continuously improve. All right. Now let's recap what is that we have learned here. So establish a clear communication channel, understand recruiters' need, very important, maintain strong network, and provide timely update, be transparent, offer value-added services, work on a follow-up mechanism, handle disputes very professionally, stay organized, and focus on continuous improvement of your personal way and at the same time in your organization. All right, wonderful. I hope you got some value here, and if you like the video and if you want more such videos for your nitty-gritties, let me know in the comment box, and I would love to share more such information with you. So thank you so very much for being here. This is Suman Pachigulla. Do not forget to subscribe if you have not done it yet, and do share this video with others. And I'm on a mission to impact 5 million lives, to impact people through you. Take care and bye-bye.